Prakash Singh, when you hear the story, that here is someone who was slain in the course of the duty and now remission rules have been twisted to allow, have been tweaked to allow Anand Mohan Singh, after 15 years mind you, to walk out of jail. What's your first reaction?
I would say we have learnt nothing from the Atik episode. We saw a mafia don growing in stature under political patronage in UP and becoming a menace to society. And now we are seeing another don being released as a political concession or a political preferential treatment and being, I mean, even though he was guilty of murdering an IAS officer. I mean, it will have a very demoralizing effect on the service officers, that they have to be very careful in handling mafia dons, and they should not be strict.
So the guy, you know, the Bihar government is saying, look, he served 15 years. 2007 to 2022 or 23, he's been in jail. He would have, in a normal course, served 20 years before he could have been eligible for remission. They tweaked the rules so that he can walk away 5 years earlier.
So why did they have to tweak the rules for a person who was guilty of murder, that too of an IAS officer? You could have served for, if he had served 15 years, he has done no favor to the government or to the people of the country. He should have been made to serve for another 5 years.
He should have served the full 20 years.
Of course he should have.
Okay. Subhaji, your first reaction as someone who served with Krishnaiah, do you believe that Krishna's family, you heard his wife, has not got justice? I'm going to play a bite in a moment of how she told me today that not once did the Bihar government contact her in all these years. She got more support from the Andhra government than the Bihar government. Do you believe the family has not got justice?
Yes, it is certainly true that family has not got justice from the government of Bihar, and for many years there was no any concession for the family. There was no any information about the family, what is happening to them, and no support, etc. And now the lower court had given death sentence to Anand Mohan Singh, and that has been converted to life imprisonment, and that again has been reduced by changing the remission laws of the prison. So that is very unfortunate. Not only for the family of Krishnaiah, but also for the entire society as well as for the entire civil services.
You're saying that the civil services will be demoralized? That does it send out the wrong message in a way?
Yes, very, very true.
That if you do your duty and you're attacked by a Bahubali or a criminal, you will not get protection because that person has the political influence.
And that is why people will not be daring to take action against such dons. And therefore, such decisions should be reviewed, and I think it should be reversed.
You saying the decision should be reversed. Dr. Sunil Singh of the JDU, are you all willing to reverse the decision? Or is the fact that because Anand Mohan is such a powerful, influential figure, his son is an MLA in the RJD government, his wife has contested and won elections in the past, you don't want to alienate Anand Mohan Singh and family ahead of the election? He got parole 4 times in the last 3 months to attend various weddings. He has got parole for almost a couple of years over this period, regularly out on bail. I mean, what is the message being sent out to the people of Bihar?
Rajdeep, don't take us wrongly. First of all, take it in this perspective. Any manual, jail manual needs changes from time to time. There was a special provision for civil servants, but there is a right of equality in the constitution. We deleted the difference between Aam and the Khas. Don't if the civil service servants need a special protection, so do we doctors. But then no, everybody is equal in the eyes of law, so that Aam and Khas distinction was deleted. And that led to the release of not only Anand Mohan, 27 other convicts. They belong to all religion, all caste, forward,
how is
OBC,
the murder,
MBC,
Dr. Singh, how is the murder of an IAS officer on duty not a heinous crime that deserves the full 20 years? Why do you need to tweak the rules in the manner that you've done?
So not in the manner. It was not done especially for someone. Let me make it very clear. And don't you think that not only, yes, it's a heinous crime, but then he served his full sentence. He was served as per the law, and the Supreme Court the High Court has changed the death sentence to the life imprisonment. It was not the government. So as per jail manual, his behavior was good, and the distinction was abolished, deleted between the arm and the caste. Why only IS officers? Yes, I have all sympathy for the family, but then we doctors, the advocates, everybody deserves that thing. They should be put into that caste category.
Yes, no, but everybody,
if
it is life, it should be 20 years. My point is, if it is life, it should be the full 20 years in cases like this. You're talking about good behavior. November 2022, he was out on parole for daughter's ring ceremony. February 2023, he's out on parole for daughter's wedding. April 2023, now parole son's ring ceremony. And the Chief Minister is seen with him. If the Chief Minister is seen with Anand Mohan Singh, what's the message that's going out? That the Chief Minister is with the politically powerful person and not with the widow. Anand Mohan Singh's wife told me, Krishnaya's wife told me today that she was not contacted even once by the Bihar government in all these years.
I have full sympathy for Krishnaya's family, but then Bihar government did not contact, she expressed it. Did IS association ever contacted her? I mean, I'm not going to that detail. I have all sympathy for the family of the Krishnaya. But let me make it very clear in this thing. Parole was given as per jail manual. And if CM is going on a wedding visit, I think it's a courtesy visit. That has nothing to do with his release. Don't you think? In a socio-political life, we should go for anybody's colleague's daughter wedding. Don't you think so? Rajdeep, I think it's a common courtesy and a common, I mean, it's a culture to go in each other's marriage. It has nothing to do with that. And about him being a Rajput leader or whatever it is, let me tell you, the Honorable Nitish Kumar is known for all caste and creed. And people who were released, most of them were Dalits, backwards, extremely backwards, Muslim. So nothing to do with caste. There is no caste bias in it. It's only that it was demand of time with the right of time, with the right of equality being processed, and a distinction between arm and a caste was deleted. That is all.